Hello, hello everyone. Good evening. Happy Thursday to you all, Powerhouse OBM community members. Hello, hello. I hope Thursday has been a great day for you and so as the rest of your week. Ay, may echo. Wait. Sorry, I distract ako. But yes, welcome, welcome. So today's session is very special. We are gonna be talking to previous Powerhouse OBM alumni students, and this session is for you if um you used to be an OBM. Sorry, you used to be a VA yourself, or maybe you used to work in events sa previous job mo or sa corporate, or baka naman you're someone who just loves to travel from time to time, and maybe recently you're finding yourself getting into the concert space, event space, and really attending or at least trying your best to attend concerts of artists locally and internationally. And if BTS Army ka, syempre, this session is especially for you because our guest for today is a fellow Army, BTS Army like myself. So yeah, exciting. I've seen her journey. I remember the days that we were just crafting her offer. She was still undecided on what path talaga to focus on because there was another that's more shiny. But then I'm just glad to see it all unfold. And now she's just living the hashtag lifestyle OBM lifestyle that we all advocate for inside Powerhouse OBM. We shall be starting in a few minutes. So yeah, if you know anyone who would love to travel while building the life that you desire, maybe traveling the world locally with your family or attending concerts and events nga, or baka feeling mo naman you're qualified to become an OBM but you're just not sure ano bang industry, ano bang market ang pupukusan mo. I'm pretty sure this lady's journey will definitely give you really realistic and relatable insights that she will share with us later on how she was able to really identify ano ba yung pipiliin niyang niche as an OBM, or in your case whether OBM man yan or another skill. Definitely there's some clarity and relatability that you could gain from this lady's experience. Yeah, and excited na ako to speak to her. And yeah, if you know anyone who's probably on this same journey, or baka ikaw mismo ganyan din yung goal mo, you need clarity on certain things, then yeah, feel free to say hi in the comments. Let me know where you're joining us from. Feel free to tag as well, just random community members para they'll be notified. And if you know anyone na baka may friend ka in the community, also please do tag them. All right. I'm seeing kanina, sabi niya from Batangas siya. Thank you for joining. Christina Munoz, thank you, dear. Sige, how about the rest? Hello, hello, everyone. Yeah. Watch this along with your family and friends as well. We shall be starting in a few minutes. But yeah, yun nga, let me know in the chat lang where you're joining us from. Anong ulam nyo ngayong gabi? Ako hindi pa kami dinner. Pakatapos nito, saka tayo mag-dinner. Ay, sige. Hi, Rina, JB, Sis Mase, Chris, Jennifer, how are you, dear? Ayan. Ano oras na ba? Yeah, 7:04. Sige. I think I can go ahead and start na rin naman. Because alam ko, yeah, we have a lot to discuss. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start. As mentioned, and if you've seen our event poster, let me pull that up. Hi sis! Ayan, sige. Tingnan natin. So our guest for tonight, or our topic for tonight, is gonna share about her journey from becoming a VA to VIP, how she built a career around concerts, events, and freedom. Ang saya, di ba? Yeah, excited talaga ako to know more about, anong mga ganap niya na. I've been seeing her stories, and yeah, definitely inspiring and something that we could all um aspire to become as well if you're into really just intentionally building your life. So without further ado, I would love to introduce our guest for tonight. She's a psychology graduate turned freelance OBM with a journey that started as a general virtual assistant. Now she's a digital nomad, traveling the world to attend concerts, very specific concerts talaga. She built her expertise from years of organizing events, the foundation of her current role as an events and launch OBM. So without further ado, let me welcome our guest for tonight, Camille Urbano. Hello, Camille. Good evening, dear.
Hello, Coach. Hello sa everyone na nanonood sa community natin. Hello po.
Yes, we're happy to have you here. Ano lang, quick intro ka lang and maybe where you're from. Baka meron tayong mga viewers na same area. So, go ahead, dear.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Camille. I'm now an events and launch OBM. Actually, hindi ko pa alam kung may title bang ganun, pero sabi ko,
I-claim mo
kung
na yan.
wala, edi ako na.
Yes.
I'm from Cavite, pero ngayon, inaasar na ako ng friends ko na taga Thailand na daw kasi lagi ako nandun. Every month ako nandun.
Yes,
So,
I love
ayun
it.
po.
All right, all right. So,
And,
ayan. Sige,
yun.
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, dear.
Ah, Yun nga, if there are mga BTS ARMY dyan, hello sa inyo. Suga biased here. Ayan.
Very specific. But yeah, so yeah, BTS Army, concert goers, K-pop ba? Camille has it all. I think, yeah, later share us the concerts you've been to. But, syempre, bago ka naging OBM before leading to this life, you started somewhere. And I do think a lot of people will be able to relate to that part of your journey, especially sa mga folks dito na may previous work bago natutunan ng freelancing and maybe currently a VA and you're really wanting to transition to becoming an OBM. I do know you can, relate to Camille's journey. So, yun nga, dear, let's start from the very beginning. Bago mo nalaman yung freelancing, ano bang ginagawa mo before? Like, so, psych grad ka, and then, what was your job after?
After graduation, diretso ako as college instructor din sa university namin. And then I stayed there for 2 years. Tapos maaga ako na burnout kasi medyo bata ako nag-start 19, tapos college na yung tinuturuan ko. Tapos yun, early burnout in the academe. Tapos nung umalis ako doon, nag-start sa corporate. So yung tipong corporate na assistant talaga, admin assistant. So,
Mm-mm.
maliit lang talaga yung sahod. Tapos, nagkataon nag-pandemic, na layoff. So, nagkaroon ako ng iba't ibang racket. Nag-online selling, nag-insurance, tapos saka ko na nakita yung virtual assistants. So,
I see.
yun yung usually na minamarket kasi pagdating sa freelancing, dati akala ko parehas lang sila, pero ang dami palang niche under freelancing.
I see, I see. So, pwede din sabihin na somewhat smooth din yung transition kasi parang corporate assistant, so maraming office work, admin, paperwork, and then when you learn about freelancing, we could say naman na madali to transition to VA kasi halos similar yung foundational task, no? So, around what you're about to do and how long kang naging VA and do you recall like ano yung mga clients mo noon, anong ginagawa mo? Just to share lang, especially for the newbies na probably are transitioning.
So, dahil takot pa ako mag-freelance, nag-under agency muna ako. So, general virtual assistant sa isang agency and then nagtagal ako doon for 2 years. Tapos, nung nakuha ko na yung skills na tingin kong confident na ako, doon ako nag-transition into freelancing. So, more on parang pag-curate ng skills ko before offering services.
Got it. I love what you said there, and that's actually a very sound strategy. So for everyone, anyone who's listening here na, yun nga, hirap kang kumuha ng client. Again, one of the easiest to start to talaga is as a virtual assistant, as a VA. Yes, malawak siya, but reflect nyo lang guys, ano yung experience nyo sa corporate, sa previous job, you could use that na as a VA. Kasi yung foundational skills naman ng VA na ginagawa is more around, admin stuff talaga. And yung strategy ni Camille doon na I would highly recommend as well, lalo na kung hirap kang kumuha ng client, is yung going through an agency. I remember I also, like my first VA client was also from an agency. So yes, of course, we want direct client para, di ba, walang kaltas sa rate or whatever. But then sometimes, you want to acknowledge where are you in the season of your freelance journey. So kung hirap ka talaga but then you need the money now, wala namang masama mag-go through those agencies because number one, sure yung pay and then you'll learn a lot sa structure dun ng pagpapatakbo nila ng mga VAs under them. So definitely a lot of learning din na matututunan. And ang maganda pa sa mga, I don't know kung ganun din sa case mo, Dira, pero yung agency na sinalihan ko nung una, pag nawala yung client, papalitan nila. So technically, di ba, hindi ka na mag-effort maghanap pa ng client. Sa'yo rin ba ganun? Ganun yung case?
Yes, coach. Ganun yung way nila. Parang, ang tawag dun, floating yung term
Oo,
nila eh.
true.
Tapos, i-match ka sa another client in case na mag-end ang contract yung current na
Yeah.
nakuha nila.
Yeah, I like that. Alam mo, yung ko ulit naalala, yung strategy niya. So, thank you for reminding me. So, yeah, for anyone na VA or transitioning to freelancing, you may wanna try that strategy. And ano din eh, ang dami mo rin kasi matutunan, guys. So, use that maybe 1 to 2 years to really bank on your skills, really understand the VA industry or kung ano mong skill pa yung natutunan mo. And then, pag feeling mo ready ka na, then you could, try implementing lessons you see online on how you could actually get your own clients. Sige, so you started as a VA under an agency and then sabi mo nga parang nag-ipon ka ng skills. Then what led you? Parang do you recall by any moment na parang I don't know, what was the situation? Feeling mo ba wala ka ng growth or naghahanap ka ng i-upskill mo? And so parang can you share more around that situation siguro and what led you to learning about OPM naman?
Um, Siguro ano, situation na related sa OBM is napapansin ko nung syempre VA, ako lang mag-isa tapos clients ko is mga consultants. So everything operations, ako lang yung pinagpapasahan nila. So pati project management natutunan ko, pati yung mga problems na nag-a-arise doon sa business ni client, napapansin ko na. Tapos parang gusto ko dati mag-suggest. Tapos hindi ko ma-voice out kasi nga ano eh, parang feeling ko wala pa ako in a position to do it or parang may other process pa sila bago mag-lead sa ganong conversation. So, dati parang naghihintay lang ako kung magde-delegate sila ng task or if tinanong nila ako kung ano yung napansin ko, dun lang ako makakapagsalita. Tapos, nakita ko align pala siya sa parang perspective ng isang OBM. And then, nung nag-resign ako, hindi ko pa alam yung OBM. Nag-resign ako, tapos enroll ako sa another course. It's a freelancing mentorship. So gusto ko kasi na kapag nag-freelance ako, ready ako, parang lahat nakalatag na kasi ganun akong person. Gusto ko naka-compile na lahat ng details na needed ko bago ako sumabak sa gera,
Mm,
gano'ng
oo.
atake.
Sigurista.
Tapos oo, opo, ganun po. Tapos nagkaroon muna din ako ng clarity call with the mentor doon.
Mm-mm.
Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, galing akong general VA, tapos alam ko sa sarili ko na kahit anong skill na gusto ko, matututunan ko kahit na graphic design man yan, kahit UX, UI, kapag intentional na gusto ko, kaya ko. Ngayon, lost ako kasi hindi ko naman alam kung anong service kapag ako na mag-isa. Hindi ko na alam kung
Mm.
anong service yung i-offer ko. Tapos, um, sinabi ko dun sa mentor na yon yung pag-organize ko ng gigs all over the years. Sabi ko, dun ako masaya. Parang gusto ko everything nagfo-flow. Tapos, strict din ako pagdating sa mga set times. So, related siya sa mga pag-handle, pag-manage ng timelines. So, doon mas
Oo.
specific. Tapos, sa kanya ko nakuha yung term na project management and OBM. Sabi niya, since yan yung magaling ka, dahil years mo na yung ginagawa, kahit passion project man yan, um, ito yung tingin kong fit sa'yo.
Oo.
Tapos doon ako mas nagdig deep na meron pa bang course for this advanced skill. Tapos nung naghanap na ako sa mga freelancers sa network ko, ikaw yung top of mind. Tapos nung tinignan ko yung profile mo, coach, sabi ko, ay, army to. So, bukod sa nandun na yung skills na hinahanap ko, tapos yun nga, top of mind pa. So, I know na marami akong matututunan. Align din kasi, ano, nasa isang fandom. So, parang comfortable agad ako na mag-trust sa inyo.
I love it. Yeah, marami niya unpack doon, no? So, what I'm gathering from what Camille has shared is that when she started transitioning na nga na mag-isa, parang yun nga, lost naman siya kung ano yung offer. Pero, she knows na she can learn anything, but she just needs some guidance. So, parang two things ang nagagather ko doon. Number one, may self-awareness na, hindi, kaya ko yan, but then I just need some guidance. So, minsan guys, you know na what you need. You just need an outside perspective to validate that idea. So, second point there is don't hesitate to reach out to ask for help. Kasi baka yun na lang yung kulang, kaya stuck ka pa rin. So kung sure ka naman na parang ito talaga yon, you just need an outside perspective, then you go ahead and reach out to people na you think can add value or give you clarity or guide you on that one. Ikaw nang bahala kung ilan. But then once you gather enough data na, decide all in or no or no or not yun lang naman kasi whatever happens at least, di ba, you've tried. Ako mas gusto ko yung tinatry kaysa malibo ko sa what if. So that's exactly what happened to Camille. And another thing to note there is yun nga, so nag-search siya. So again, ask questions, reach out, don't hesitate to ask for help, and then do your due diligence. At the end of the day naman, maraming mga courses na available online, maraming coaches, self-paced, may mentorship, may intensive or whatnot. Go with the ones that you really feel aligned to. Kasi it's also gonna be a factor on, your learning journey. And if ever lang you feel aligned to that person, then reach out pa din naman para lang you could have a vibe check. And yun nga, nakita niya army ako. So, di ba, do not hesitate or be shy to show like, what you're about, guys. So, hindi lang porket OBM tayo, dapat puro about processes, team management, project management. People want to see the human side of you, especially in this day and age of AI. So what's gonna make you unique is actually your unique personality, preferences, and mga aliw sa buhay. So yeah, marami akong students na nagsabi nga na, oy, army din to, kaya isa daw sa parang factor na nakapag-yes sa kanila is I army. Same culture, same vibe. So yeah, nakaka-happy lang. So I hope you're resonating with that, guys. Be proud of what you're passionate about talaga. Kasi that energy will attract like-minded people in your space. Basahin ko lang yung comments natin. Sabi ni Princess, yeah, hindi lang napapansin na meron ka na talagang skills as a VA. Don't be scared, just be honest and open to learn. Super agree. And sa audience ba natin, drop naman kayo ng purple heart if RP kayo, guys. But yeah, thank you for sharing, my dear. Next question. So, sige, you learned about OBM na, and then you saw nga Powerhouse OBM, and then you joined Powerhouse OBM. I think batch 4 ka, tama?
Yes, coach.
Oo, so ito
Yung
yung
intensive
pinakamaikling batch.
6 weeks. Mm.
Yung batch ni Camille, yung pinakamaikling batch, guys, na talagang intensive, 6 weeks lang sila. So we were experimenting back then kasi 6 months, 4 months, may result eh. Try kayo natin 6 weeks. So yeah, a lot was learned on that batch. And siguro can you share more around na lang, how was your journey like during that batch? And was there anything in particular na parang realization mo, takeaway, anything that you can share to our viewers?
Okay, so parang ang dami. So, una, the intensive is really intense, literal. So, lalo sa amin, parang, how can you go for a course na 6 weeks lang, tapos advanced skill pa siya? Na dati kapag, usually, di ba, pag general VA, okay, kaya yan ng 6 weeks kasi yung basics makapasok lang sa industry, okay na yan. Kumbaga, fundamentals. Pero ito, mas advanced siya. Tapos, nagustuhan ko pa sa mga coaches, hindi sila nag-gatekeep ng knowledge. So, merong part na nag-information overload kasi, Han, ano to, bago to sa akin. Pero, yun din yung gusto ko kasi dahil hindi sila nag-gatekeep, kahit na merong information overload, yun yung ine-expect kong learnings. Kasi, ine-expect ko na advanced skill na to eh. So, ayun. Tapos, dahil short duration din siya, na push talaga ako na mag-take action with my best effort. Yun yung gusto kong term lagi kay coach, best effort. Kasi, um, baka may nakaka-relate sa akin dito na kapag matagal pa yung deadline, matagal din gagawin. So, talagang nagpo-procrastinate tapos idadahilan sa sarili na gagawin ko to kapag may vision na ako, gagawin ko na to kapag feeling ko mape-perfect ko na siya. Pero yung time na yun, hindi talaga siya dumadating. So, ito talaga yung nag-push sa akin na okay, kahit na hindi pa ganun ka pulido yung gawa ko, it's good enough. Kasi alam ko na nabuhos ko siya. So, ayun. And also, itong intensive is hindi siya cookie cutter na i-dictate sa'yo kung ano yung offer na dapat mong gawin na ito, pak, 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 ipoprovide na sa'yo lahat. Pero more on combination siya ng personal development plus upskill. Kasi i-guide ka ng intensive to dig deeper in yourself bago ka mag-align dun sa skill na ginagawa. So, for me, parang nahirapan din ako kasi sino bang nag-o-offer ng events dito kung hindi mga wedding planner, event coordinator, mga gano'n. So, hindi hindi talaga gano'n yung ginagawa ko. More on strategies about events tapos mga product launches, course launches, dun talaga nagwo-work yung brain ko. So, nung una, nagkaroon ako ng imposter syndrome pero yung intensive talagang nandun yung support na kung ano yung gusto mong i-offer, kung ano yung nasa puso mo, yan yung ipo-push namin na gawin mo. So, ayun.
I love it. Thank you, Camille. Yes, yeah. Parang gusto ko tuloy ibalik yung 6 weeks intensive. Pero yeah, we'll see about that. Pero definitely agree. A lot of things to unpack as well. And for sure, kahit ako, aminado rin naman ako kasi yung sinasabi mong yun, it's Parkinson's law eh. And when it's a law, it's universal. Kahit labanan mo, it happens kung di ka mindful. It's essentially about parang the work extends with the time allotted to it. So, pag Monday binigay, Friday pa deadline, hindi mo gagawin yan ng Monday. Hindi mo gagawin ng Tuesday. Wednesday baka silipin mo, Thursday and simulan mo na. Pero hindi pa masyado. Pero Friday morning, ayan na, nagka-cramp ka na. So yeah, that's why there are, there's value in shortening the time frame. So as managers, if you're delegating tasks to team, kung sabi ni client, Friday pa yan, create, different deadlines for your team para lang meron kang what do you call that, may wiggle room ka. And yes, agree as well. Definitely, sakit kasi nating mga OBMs din yung we want to know it all, or we feel like we need to know it all. And that's not our fault. It's essentially because diba, in our education system, we were taught that we need to be perfect. We need to know it all, bawal magkamali. So mahirap talagang bitawan yun. That's why there's a lot of mindset involved din. As you learn any skill, laging may kasabayan na talaga mindset guys and being eh. Kasi you need to shift your certain beliefs, yung mindset mo para you become that person that's able to transform to this new one that you want. Para mas ma-grasp mo rin yung skill. So if ever you're feeling imposter syndrome to anyone that's watching, know that that's normal. Everybody goes through that. Balik ka lang ulit sa goal nyo guys. So, gamitin lang natin yung framework natin na BTS. So, di ba? Very real talaga. BTS na yung framework natin. So, begin with reality. Do an audit. Bakit nga ba? Bakit nga ba nag-join ng Powerhouse? Bakit mo nga ba ginagawa to? So, always come back to that. And, yeah, I would say, with your journey, I remember, parang, I don't know, hot seat ba yun? Na iba pa yung offer mo eh. I forgot ko ano yung una. Tapos, nung tinanong ko sa call, parang sabi ko, pero ano ba yung gusto mo? Saan ka masaya? Tapos yun nga, naging yung events. Pero I remember hindi naman parang on the spot you decided to switch eh. Can you walk us through like the process na paano ka eventually, hindi, sige, ito na yung ano kong offer talaga. Naalala mo ba?
Um, yung una is parang bumase lang ako sa current na role ko. So, that time kasi habang nasa Powerhouse pa ako, may kinuha akong client for project management tapos digital marketing agency siya. So, habang nagka-craft ng offer, dun ko binabase sa current situation ko. Tapos, nung malapit na mag-hot seat, meron na ako naka-prepare na other offer. Tapos, no,
Sigurista
actually,
talaga si Camille.
actually, mas maikli pa yun, coach. Mas
Oo.
maikli pa yung other offer ko, pero mas mabilis ko siyang nabuo. Tapos dun ko na-realize na, okay, mas um, malaki yung energy ko dun sa isa kasi yun talaga yung gusto kong gawin eh. Feeling ko ganun naman tayo kapag passionate ka sa
Yeah.
isang bagay, it's easy for you kahit na mahirap siya for others. Gano'n. So, ayun, yun yung nire-refine ko ngayon. Kaya nag-enroll ulit ako kasi sabi ko, hindi ko siya na-refine that time, pero yun talaga yung gusto kong i-offer ngayon.
Sige. Sige. All right. And yes, to anyone who's watching, totoo yung sinabi niya, it's not a cookie cutter type of class because yun nga, ultimately what I want talaga is for you all to live the lifestyle that you want. Iba-iba tayo niyan, iba-iba tayo ng version, iba gusto city life, iba provincial life, iba concert life, iba bahay life, totally up to you. But then if you're very clear with that, and then we'll audit and see what you have in terms of skills, knowledge, experience. Then we'll help you craft that offer that would align and support that life that you want. That's why talagang you need to, as much as possible, talaga be there on the calls, kasi especially pag for offer type time, because we'll really craft that there. And if ever lang na you are already considering Powerhouse OBM or becoming an OBM, no, now we are currently on the early bird period. I think Kat will just drop the link sa chat below this video, so that you could ask me questions, guys. So message lang kayo dyan about Powerhouse. And yeah, if you're ready, then we'll love to have you inside the next batch, which is batch 7, which is already AI updated. All right. Sige. Now, saan na tayo? Um, so you've gone through Powerhouse OBM na, and then ngayon parang during Powerhouse nagkaroon ka ng PM client, and then now you're, I think, focusing on events na talaga. What is it exactly that you're doing now as an OBM? And now that you're in this role, what is it about becoming an OBM yung parang di mo inaakalang, ay, ganito pala. Like, meron bang, what do you call that? Parang something that you never thought you'd realize now that you're an OPM. Like a personal learning from your own experience na you could share sa audience. Ay, ganito pala to.
Um, Una tingin ko yung doing what I love. Dati kasi yung concept ko after graduation is separate yung work sa life. Kaya di ba
Mm,
work-life balance parang nag-aagawan sila na itong oras na to para sa work lang, itong oras na to takas ko to for for my work. Pero pwede pa lang silang mag-merge. Doon ko rin nalaman yung tinatawag na work-life harmony.
yeah.
So,
Mm-mm.
pwede pala silang magsama. So, yun yung first. Next is I can do more na I can do more with less time.
Mm,
Parang ganun. Kasi as a general VA, marami akong ginagawa, maraming task na ina-assign sa akin. Tapos, feeling ko, tinitrade ko yung time ko for income. Tapos, um, as OBM, less yung time, mas malaking responsibility, pero yun yung mas gusto ko kasi alam ko na I'm good at doon. So, for example, yung comparison is, nung general VA ako, naghihintay lang ako ng task i-assign sa akin. Pero now, I'm part of strategy. I'm part of deciding what action items yung i-delegate sa mga team members. Tapos, dati, taga-compile lang ako ng mga reports. Pero
mm,
ngayon, I'm part of analyzing those reports, which is yun talaga yung na-enjoy ko, yung mag-analyze ng data, tapos nakikita mo na, kaya pala ganun, kasi ganito.
yeah,
Yung
the
mga
learning,
ganong
no? Oo.
klaseng, yes, yung parang translating numbers into something part
Yeah,
of the situation.
yeah. Oo.
Ganyan. So, ganun. Nakita ko na pwede pala akong kumita while having more time sa mga bagay na talagang napapa-happy sa akin.
I love it. So alignment is the keyword, guys. And yeah, if you've ever wondered, paano kaya yung gagawin? Of course, hindi lang naman to sa OBM skill. Sa iba rin, if you're just really intentional, kahit anong skill pa yan. Pero I'm just really an advocate of becoming an OBM because it is a type of skill that is not bound by the hour, but the impact is massive. Yes, huge responsibility, but the impact is massive. And it's not to say na pangit maging VA kasi doon kami nagsimula. VAs din kami. Ang dami namin natutunan as a VA. But if you're someone who naturally strives for growth and really wanna continuously learn, I would say the next logical transition skill talaga is as an OBM. So kung corporate ka, you wanna leverage the skills you have in a corporate, super match si OBM kasi leadership role niya and management eh. You just need to understand how it's done remotely. But then in terms of, yun nga, less hours, higher income potential, but then also more impact sa business. And for me, would you agree ba, Camille, parang when you became an OPM, parang mas nag-open yung doors of possibilities and opportunities because dahil nga strategic ka na mag-isip, parang nakikita mo, ay, ganito pala yun. So, yung sinabi mo kanina, di ba, ay, ganito pala siya. So, parang you're naturally, ako kahit hanggang ngayon eh, kaya gusto kong OPM din, um, parang with every client, meron at merong matututunan ka, either because new business siya or new industry, but ikaw mismo eh, you just naturally wanna, parang na, okay, ito yung next steps, but then di mo pa nagawa. So then gagawin mo, aaralin mo para ma-implement. So talagang it expands you. Kung growth lang ang habol nyo guys, it's a good skill to transition to, and yun nga, impact is massive. And pag yung impact kasi na-feel ng client, hindi sila magdadalawang isip with, really charging you the rate that you want. And as is the case to Camille as well. Now, dear, share with us naman, like, after Powerhouse OBM, what would you say has been like the biggest transformation siguro or change that happened to you either personally or professionally?
Una personally yung dami ng concerts natin.
Yun talaga
Pero
yun eh.
opo. Pero, seriously, siguro aside dun sa concerts or, travels ko, yung mental wallet ko talaga.
Oh, wala ba? No?
Kasi ayun nga, katulad ng sabi ko kanina coach, nung VA ako ta's iniisip ko na paano kung ano i-offer kong service is VA pa din. If na-transition ako into freelancing ta's yun yung service ko. Ite-trade ko yung time ko for income. So, yung dream lifestyle ko, hindi ko pa rin siya magagawa kahit may pera ako. So,
Good point.
yun, kumbaga nakita ko na steps towards my dream life na talaga ako. Kasi teenager pa lang ako, kahit hindi ko pa alam yung magiging trabaho ko. Fangirl na talaga ako ng mga rock bands.
Hmm.
Tapos nung college, tumugtog ako sa banda. So, laging related sa music and event scene yung heart ko.
Hmm.
So, ngayon, um, doon nagbago na kaya pala talaga na dati akala ko suntok sa buwan, akala ko wishful thinking lang siya, pero kaya naman pala with the skills that I love doing. So, yun yung una, yung mental wallet na kaya ko pala mag-afford ng VIP ticket, kaya ko pala mag-travel
I love it.
if ever, 'di ba yung kay J-Hope hindi ako nakakuha dito. Pero yung um role ko ngayon as freelance OBM gave me options na ito yung bagay na gusto ko. Kung hindi ako makakuha dito, may other options ako. So nakuha ko pa rin yung goal, yung goal ko. Ganon. And
At nanood siya sa
um
Thailand guys ng concert ni J-Hope kasi naubusan siya dito.
naubusan dito. So, ayun. Tapos, belief system din. Kasi I grew up thinking na I'm not good enough kahit na gaano ko kagaling sa academe, kahit na marami akong skills na kaya kong matutunan, feeling ko lagi hindi ako good enough. Tapos nung nag-Powerhouse OBM, na-shape talaga yung belief system ko na um, yung yung enough is ikaw rin yung magde-determine. Tapos yung enough is akala mo kulang ka pero nasa parang maling hulmahan lang kasi yung pinagbabasihan mo. So nung na-place ko yung sarili ko into specific niche, yun na nga, event operations and launch management. Okay, magaling ako dito sa part na to. So, ayun, na-shape ako na akala ko hindi ako good enough. Mali lang pala yung pinagbabasihan ko. Mali pala yung, alam mo yun, comparison na pinagbabasihan ko dati. Ayun.
I love it. Thank you, dear. Yeah, all smiles ako as you were sharing. Kasi kung hindi lang anim yung anak ko, siguro sa buong mundo na rin ako, nag-iikot sa rin ako. Kaya parang hanggang dito lang muna ako. Pero yeah, what I like about what you said is, yung, especially the part about the belief system na, akala mo dati, hindi ka pa enough kahit ginagawa mo man lahat. And yeah, I would agree. Definitely, like, ask yourself, guys, who decides, if you're enough or not? 'Di ba? And let's say maybe sa work, sa school, yeah, okay, hindi enough saan? Sa standards nila. But is it true? Parang, take a step back and look at it objectively. If it's true, okay. But it's not a personal attack. I mean, hindi siya about your worth as a person. It's totally separate talaga. So kung meron, 'di ba, work-life harmony and integration tayo, pero kung meron man siguro tayong dapat i-compartmentalize, it's the things we do in relation to who we are. I mean, your work is not who you are entirely. It's just an aspect of who you are. So yeah, we will definitely mess up a lot here, but we're always learning naman. And then yun nga eh, at any point you need to realize na what makes us above all creation is our ability to think talaga and the choice that we have. So at any given moment, whatever it is, whatever belief it is that's blocking you from taking the next step, know na that's a belief you're clinging to. And know then, realize na you can change that at any moment. Basta lang mindful ka and you make that decision to shift the storyline. So nasa atin talaga. So yeah, feel as much as you need to feel, but you need to know na, the world will not stop revolving if you keep, self-pity or whatnot. Pag na-process mo na, okay, what's next? Kasi doon lang din tayo magiging unstuck. So definitely, I think the message that Camille is sharing here is, yeah, it's okay to doubt yourself. No, it's okay to sometimes question because it means we care. We care enough to improve, to grow, but then again, do not link it to your worth as a person because it's not the measure. And, mag-doubt na buong mundo, basta ikaw, yung belief mo sa sarili mo, it should be strong. It really starts with a belief. Again, for my alumni students, the natin, yung cycle of success. Diba? It starts with a belief talaga. And yun nga, now, gusto ko yung term niya, hulmahan. Nasa maling hulmahan lang pala siya. Which points again to the value of, mentorships and finding a group of a community that is somewhat similar to the goals that you're trying to achieve. In this case, gusto niya mag-OBM, nag-join siya ng OBM community. So if you need that type of support, again, feel free to reach out to us. Kat has dropped the link. And now, I want to hear the story na. Like, what is life right now for Camille? Walk us through the concerts you've been to. Ano yung timeline yan? Every month ba yan? Once a year? Every quarter? Let us know. Share naman.
Um, Before OBM, parang one per quarter yung timeline ng concerts ko. Pero this year alone lang, so half the year pa lang. I've been to 8 concerts. Tapos yung iba dun doble-doble. Kasi si J-Hope 3 times. Tapos yung isa kong bias 3 times
O,
din.
diba?
Kasi iba-ibang bansa yun. So, ayun yung sa Fangirl Live.
Oo, I love it.
And then, yun nga coach, dahil freelance, tapos hindi kailangan mag-commit ng 8 hours.
Mm-mm.
So, I have more flexibility to travel. Tas minsan din, dahil remote din, may mga calls na pagbaba ko sa airport, magko-call ako, ganyan. Pero for me, okay lang siya kasi aligned naman talaga siya sa gusto ko eh. So, kumbaga, physically nakakapagod, pero
Worth it.
yung word na ginusto ko 'to.
Yes.
So ayun, for example, 4 hours is for OBM work. Tapos, okay, next hours nun prepare na ako for concert or prepare na ako for travel or so ganun umiikot yung life ko recently.
Yun talaga ang key rin, guys, eh. I mean, that's what we're really advocating. I mean, find what success means for you. And if you're lost in a skill, feel free to join our community. And if you're watching this, you're inside the community, ask questions below this video, either for me or to Camille. We'll answer that when we have time. Later, before we close, we will answer any questions you may have. Mga VH dyan, transitioning to freelancing from corporate, upskilling freelancers, let us know your questions. But ultimately, what I want lang talaga is for all of us to be happy, kung anong skill man yan. Pero syempre, advocate ako ng UBM, kaya nga hashtag lifestyle UBM. Kasi, di ba, parang, life is not gonna be, um, life is not life without challenges and problems. It's part of it. That's how we grow. That's how we develop character. That's how we mature and gain wisdom. So given na yan. So if it's gonna be bound to be challenging and hard, then it must be something worth it. That's why, diba, really be clear with what you want, yung alignment na clarity, and then align all your efforts, all your action plans dapat align doon para no matter the hardships, 'di ba? Gusto mo 'yan eh. Lagi kong line, panindigan mo 'yan. Kasi 'di ba kahit mahirap, it's gonna be worth it in the end. That's the only wish for you guys. And I'm just happy na Camille is living the fangirl life. And I see because of that, parang you're entering your content creator era. May mga nakita akong mga vlogs ba 'yon or mini videos? Parang
Ay,
you're
yes
documenting,
coach,
oo.
opo. Yung parang documentation lang ng freelance life. So
Oo, pero
yun,
dahil
freelance
passionate
life.
at maraming pera ang mga concert goers, malay mo maging talagang content creator ka na dear, mag-boom. Just do what you love. Alright, sige. Ayan yung mga Ano nga eh, like, I mean, if you're fan of K-pop, parang, I think Asia lang ba yung iniikot mong country or lumabas ka na?
Southeast Asia lang po
Ah,
kasi wala
Southeast
pa
Asia.
akong visa.
Oo. So yeah, kung meron mang may planong mag-out of the country, reach out to Camille. Baka napuntahan niyo na yan. Baka may mabigay siyang mga, suggested itineraries. All right. Sige, now that you're living your hashtag, lifestyle OBM life, what would your advice siguro to those people who are, either, really into becoming an OBM or baka nga VA doing OBM work na they know they need to upscale but they're just hesitant on whether they would join Powerhouse OBM or if they would need a mentor kung meron namang YouTube. Like, what's your advice to these people that are just starting out?
For me, I would suggest to ask yourself three questions. Kasi ano hindi ako makapag-dictate ng one general kasi iba-iba tayo ng parang
Hmm,
action points
I love it.
from our own situations. So yung first question is, what are the reasons kung bakit nag-hesitate ka? It's either mag-enroll sa POBM or kung ano mang other course na gusto mong mag-upskill, parang what blocks you? Kasi
Mhm.
for me, kailangan mo nang ma-identify kung ano yung blockage na yun before you really get to decide. Kumbaga, i-clear mo na yung clouds.
Yes.
Ganyan. And then second one is, what are your goals this year? Kasi for example sa Powerhouse OBM with duration, dun rin makikita kung paano magte-take action eh. So, what are your goals this year and anong month mo gustong ma-achieve? Kasi
Mm.
if ASAP ba yan or bare months pa? So, ayun yung second question. Third one is, how badly do you want to achieve those goals? Kasi for me, dun makikita yung level of commitment. Kasi for
Mm.
example, on my own journey, yun din yung mga questions na in-unpack ko talaga before I decide on my next move. Na narinig ko rin to sa'yo, Coach Ed, nung sa OBM client in 7 days.
Mm.
Yung parang naririnig ko yung boses mo na, how badly do you want it? Tapos sabi ko, okay, yung answer ko doon would really determine my decision. So, yun nga, ever since, kahit ano pang career ang meron ako before, iisa lang talaga yung goal ko, have a freedom lifestyle. Tapos,
Mhm.
parang I came to a point na gustong-gusto ko na talaga siya ma-achieve. Kasi clear na yung goal ko eh, pero kailan? Tapos, yun, I think if you get to answer those questions, i-compile nyo lang tapos decide from there.
Yes, and yeah, if ever nga you have answered those questions na and meron kang clarification lang, then feel free to click the link that we shared in the comments below this video. We can have a quick chat para I could also answer your questions in relation to Powerhouse OBM. Pero I love how strategic you are with, the questions. So talagang OBM na mag-isip si Camille. I love it. There's a question here sa chat from Christina. She said, Miss Camille, how long nung na-realize mo na yan na yung path na gusto mo, yung nagka-clarity ka.
Um, yung path ba na OBM or yung path na freedom lifestyle? Or I think I can answer both.
Yeah, sige, answer both.
If dun sa skill, um, sobrang short period of time lang. Kasi parang kaharap ko na yung signs. So, sinabi na ng mentor ko sa freelance, tapos eto na yung mga content ni Coach Days. Alam mo, parang nakasampal na sa mukha mo yung signs. Igagrab mo na lang, ikaw na lang yung magde-decide. So, sobrang ikli lang. Hindi ko na rin masabi kung months ba or weeks. Pero, as early as nakita ko yung mga content na parang kinakausap ako, gano'n. So, parang meron na akong situation, meron na akong mga doubts sa isip ko, tapos ano, yung algorithm nandiyan na sa pagmumukha ko. So, yun, ganun siya kaaga nung nag-decide ako. Sabi ko, parang lahat ano na eh, lahat nagma-match na. So, yun. Tapos yung freedom lifestyle, sobrang tagal na. As in, wala pa akong alam sa technology, pero parang wala yung cellphone namin is ano lang, yung pwede mo pang iba to. Pero alam ko, yung ganun
Oo.
kaaga. Pero yung dream ko talaga is the same. Kahit saan akong profession mapunta, kahit anong klaseng situation or circle of friends ako mapunta, laging yun at yun yung gusto ko.
Got it. I
So,
love it. Ayun, Christine, I hope let us know in the chat kung nasagot ni Camille yung um question mo, dear. I hope that helps. And yes, definitely sometimes kasi talaga yung overthinking natin, it's a procrastination strategy. Kasi we just don't want to commit. And our brain is designed to protect us. So if new territory, out of your comfort zone, talagang your brain will muster all the reasons for you not to dive in. So just do it afraid. Kasi more often than not, yung kinakatakutan natin, mas malala pa yung imagination natin kaysa sa actual reality. 'Di ba? And yun nga, ang mahalaga lang doon, before you make the jump, be clear na it's what you want. Yun nga yung paninindigan mo. Kasi ano man yung result in the end, you'll never lose. You'll just learn. Alright? And I love what Camille mentioned here na talagang yung powerhouse kasi guys, it's for action takers talaga. Kasi the lessons are sequential eh. So if slacker ka, mahihirapan ka. So also, think as well, if ever you're considering joining Powerhouse, kamusta yung capacity niya for the next quarter? Ano na tayo? Mid, no? Mid na August na eh. I mean, or July. Advance ako. Pa July na. So we're half the year na. So, kamusta? Kaya ba? Can you allot 1 to 2 hours a day to study? And now with the updates, parang it's gonna be shorter pa. So if you could commit to that, then make the jump kasi you have the coaches naman, you have me to guide you. And one thing to note lang din, we don't spoon feed inside Powerhouse OBM kasi yes, there are templates, there are guides, there are lessons, but majority of the implementation activities you really need to think, guys eh. Kasi nga a system or an offer that works for me and my market may not necessarily work for you. Mahalaga dito yung alignment eh. So the offers talaga that we're helping you build, naka-structure siya sa inyo. Like what do you want? And sabi ni Camille, meron bang OBM na events? Yes. Yes, hanap ka ng mga what do you call this? Proof. Kung wala, then you be the one. You create your niche. That's what we want. That's why nagkaroon tayo ng finance OBM, events OBM, Amazon OBM. Malawak yan. Pero it starts from you. And dahil binild siya around you, your unique value, experience, insight, wisdom, character, that's your USP essentially eh. So that will set you apart. So diba, it's exciting to market something like that na nandun yung kay mahalaga rin yung belief. And the reason why hindi spoon feeding sa Powerhouse na you need to really work and think because as OBMs, we're essentially paid to think, guys. So Powerhouse OBM is really the training ground. Kung ano nangyari dito, we encourage everyone to ask questions, reach out, make as many mess ups. Kasi it's a safe environment eh, where you could get feedback. Saan mo gusto mag-mess up? Sa amin, inside Powerhouse, o sa client mo? Na baka pag nag-mess up ka, ang ending chugi ka. Diba? So yeah, that's why we encourage that. Na parang paglabas mo talaga, you have the arsenal of experience, of late nights, answering the worksheets, na parang mababaon mo. Na when you hop on calls, you have confidence because you've gone through it. All right. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Ayun, may another question for you here. From Injua Samson. Dapat ba kung OBM ka, alam mo niche mo or may specific niche ka? From your experience, dear, what's your answer to that? And then I will add as well.
Nag-start ako na testing the waters. So, parang nag-jump ako while learning to swim, parang ganun. Parang nag-jump
Mhm.
ako sa swimming pool while learning to swim. So,
Survival swimming.
ganun siya. Oo, parang ganun, parang ganun siya.
Oo.
So, ano kasi ayoko na tumagal pa yung pagtitake ko ng action. So, nag-start ako na specific industry muna. Tapos, dun ko rin nakakraft yung sarili ko. Dun ko rin mas na-validate yung draft ko na core offer. So, ganun nag-start. Until na ma-realize ko na, okay, feeling ko solid na yung foundation ko to have this specific services. Ganun.
Yes, agree. Technically, she learned by doing it because she does not want to prolong na eh, the waiting time because as OBMs, 'di ba, alam natin yung mga opportunity cost na nawawala, 'di ba? So parang ganun din, parang the longer you prolong taking action on something, the longer you prolong the pain. So do you want to get stuck in that or are you just gonna, shift the tide and try this one out? So parang ganun nangyari kay Camille. And then she's very clear with what she wants. Kaya she's also very intentional with, okay, mag-attend ng calls, gawang assignments and whatnot. To answer your question, Injwa, Samson, ideally, um, you want to have a niche. And it's also advisable because you want to be known for one thing, or at least as OBMs, malawak yung scope natin. In Powerhouse, we teach them, so you could essentially offer them all. But then in the journey of crafting your offer, we really identify one that you could stand out in and confidently deliver that. Because once na establish mo na yun, dear, like alam mo na, ito, may niche ako, itong market na to, ito yung specific problem yung sinusolve ko dito, and you really do well in it, yung process yung paulit-ulit na. So, ma-document maayos, the structure must solidify. And if that's giving you consistent output na and happy clients because very specific, the flow is always the same, it's structured that way, then you could scale faster. Kasi very repeatable the model. And if people trust you to do great work in this niche, when you offer down the line something else, the trust factor is higher. Kasi, ay, magaling yan si, ano, sa ganito, si Angela sa gantong team management. Nag-offer na siya ng systems. Sige, check ko nga. Kasi they know you do well eh. So, pag kumbaga, the reputation is built. That's why we advocate for knowing one niche, one market, really being very clear with your target market and diving deeper than going wide. Yung other skills na alam mo pa, let's say, nag-focus ka lang sa maybe systems and automation as an OBM, or you're more of a builder type of OBM, then that's the front end offer. So the reason why we're choosing the power of one skill, one market, 1 year, because we want to establish your credibility and footing in the space na ay kilala ka sa ganito, solid. And then kung mag-hop ka ng call, makita mo, hindi lang pala systems ang problema nito, kailangan niya rin ng magmamanage day to day, then that's gonna be part of the back-end offer na. You can still sell that. It's just that you're known for one thing and you're speaking directly to these people that speaks this language in this market, mas mabilis mo lang kasi silang ma-attract pag very specific. That's why we're advocating for that. And then back-end offers, you could do all the rest. That's the logic behind that. But then, if hirap talaga, and I always tell my students, sige, if you think about it, OBM is a skill that is present in all businesses in any industry or market. Basta may product, may people, may product or service, and may tao na siniserve yon or binibenta yon, there's process involved. Then they need someone to manage that operation. So technically, the problems we solve is universal. So pag talagang hirap mamili ng niche, matigas ulo din, sabi ko, sige, focus on the problem. Of the many problems we solve as an OBM, ano yung talagang gusto mong isolve at confident kang mabibigyan mong solution, and then talk more about that. Diba? Share to the world on social media, on your website na, okay, itong problema mo, I can help you. Talk about the problem, agitate, share stories, blah, 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 nang natulungan mong ma-solve, ma-transform, and then the market that has those problem will come to you. Now, ikaw na yung may data, ikaw na yung may decision power na, ay, ang daming e-commerce na malapit sa akin, ay, ang daming coaches, ay, merong mga real estate. So, ang daming mong market na lumapit, same problems. Now, you can decide, okay, do you want to tackle them all? If you want, you can, kasi para may experience. But then once you do that, you'll soon realize what market is it that you like. Again, you want happy. Ayaw natin ng malaki pera pero stress. 'Di ba? So, pag na-experimentahan mo na yun, dear, soon enough ma-realize mo, ayoko pala ng real estate, ang daming ganap, 'di ba? So, mahanap mo yung market na gusto mo, and yes, you can do great work, but we also want you to do great work while you're happy doing it. So then you then finalize the market. So that's the two ways that you could go about that. Pero kung yun nga, again, with our process and powerhouse, we help find that one niche, and then from there, you could just back end offers the rest. If wala, then the other option is the way to go. Either way, you'll gain clarity, but then you need to execute. Okay, so test ka na, Indra, kung ano man yan, mag-content ka na, and reach out. So I hope that answers your questions. Any other questions, guys, let us know in the comments. Otherwise, ano na lang siguro, Camille, what's next for you, my dear? What are the plans? Alam ko may share ko kanina na parang parehas tayo, pero what else is on the table for you?
Um, literal na what's next for fangirling is this Saturday meron akong fan meet na pupuntahan. So, yun. Side ano lang, side comment, charis. Um, First one talaga, coach, is focusing sa service ko. Kasi 1 year na akong OBM pero ngayon ko lang talaga confidently inoffer yung event operations and launch management. So, digging deeper na talaga ako dun sa services na yun. So, ngayon, active ako sa paggawa ng content, back to basics, paggawa ng content, pag-network, pag-search sa problems ng um, market ko na alam ko matutulungan ko on that part. Tapos, search din ng mga mentors, influencers, content creators in the industry para mas marami pa akong solid na matutunan. And travels. So bigger ano na, bigger travels na kasi yung mga plans ko is may visa na. So yun,
Oh, I love
South
it.
Korea,
Oo.
Japan, ganyan. And for now, yun muna. Tapos saka na yung mas bigger goals.
Yes, one step at a time. Hala, umiyak na yung Junakis ko. Dinner time na kasi. Pero, yeah, I love it. And alam ko yung mga pinaprepare ng visa. Mga OT7, andyan na sila. May concert, I don't know, 2026, 2027. So, we need funds. So, all in talaga tayo sa client work and acquisition right now. Pero yeah, one thing lang na, ano ba yung sabihin ko about yung question din ni Injwa, and yung journey mo there is ano eh, nawala tuloy yung point ko. may share ako about OBM yun eh. Anyhow, sige, sige. So technically, travels and upskilling. Ayun, alala ko na. Just connecting kay Enjuano, baka kasi yung iba hesitant na mag-focus sa isa lang because sayang yung skill, sayang iba. Ano naman yun, guys? Di ba, for 1 year? Kasi we really want to exhaust and do everything para magka-client ka. So the goal naman when you join Powerhouse is to get clients, eh, di ba? So talagang whatever is the fastest way to do it, that you're confident enough to do, then that's what we're gonna push para we get data. And then after 1 year, if you wanna, shift, you could do so. Hindi ka naman married dyan sa niche mo for the longest time. Mag-evolve talaga yan. The more, so, but then the clarity talaga of what industry, what specialty pa nga, you'll get it the more you work as an OBM. Like ako, una, ano lang din ako, hindi naman lang, product launch OBM, so mga launches, and then naging napunta sa teams and projects, hanggang operations, hanggang fractional COO na, 'di ba? So, nag-evolve siya. So, ganun din for you. But then again, in the context lang of why, everyone's advocating for a niche, even though there's good and bad sides sa pagiging alam mo yung lahat yung generalist, okay din lang naman yun. But then, yung niche lang kasi it's a positioning strategy. Kasi the more you know your market, the deeper you dive into understanding talaga yung needs, challenges, frustrations ng audience nyo, the more you'll be able to communicate their problems and goals through your content, and the more they could see you as someone credible enough to help them. Yun lang yung reason why we go about that as well. But yes, sabi nga ni Mase, do great work while you're happy doing it. Yes, pwede yan, guys. Again nga, ano lang, if it's bound to be hard, might as well make it worth it. So choose your hard. Okay, okay. And yeah, enjoy sa iyong OBM journey, my dear. And we also never stop learning, constantly upscaling. Like for me, if you attended the webinar last week, I'm all into AI right now. Dati basic lang yung AI use ko, more on ano lang, analyzing data, ka-brainstorm, pero now talaga iba, talagang AI ops, and that's what we're incorporating with Batch 7 as well for Powerhouse OBM. So again, if you're someone who's in the trenches, my questions, are you ready na? The waitlist is open, ongoing. We have limited spots, so be sure to connect with us, ask your questions, enjoy na para you can still get discounts. And watch out for our activities pa. Weekly, next week meron, and then end of the month, we also have another one. All right. Any other questions, my dears? If wala na, how can people connect with you, Camille?
So, sa Facebook ko, search nyo lang yung Camille Urbano, tapos pag may purple yung background na ako na yun.
Oo, diba? I love it.
So, ayun. And then, sa Instagram, if you're more on Instagram, I have dalawa kasi. So,
Hmm.
meron yung for fangirling stuff, meron yung for OBM stuff. So, super base yung username. So yun nga, kapag co-fan ka, tapos same tayo ng dream lifestyle, then we can connect.
Yes.
And then the other one is camille.obm. So doon halo eh. How I turn my passion in concerts to parang analyzation ko sa events operations. So yun
Yes, I
nga,
love it.
attend ako ng concerts, tapos ano yung POV ko doon if OBM ako.
O,
Ganyan.
diba? So, nakakagana rin mag-content kasi you're essentially living it. So, yeah,
Yes,
super
yes,
happy
yes.
for what unfolded in your journey, my dear. And siguro ano lang, one last question. If you'll describe um what uh Powerhouse OBM is or has been for you in one word, what would that be?
Um, Ever since ito talaga yung word na yun, it's aligned. Parang everything is falling into the right places. Yun yung naramdaman ko sa Powerhouse.
Love it. Thank you. And yes, that's also yeah, my wish for you guys. Whether your partner Powerhouse OBM or will soon join us, we'd love to help you gain that clarity, alignment, and confidence and competence, of course, so that you could consistently close clients that you're happy to work with. Thank you so much, Camille. Update us on your journey. Definitely, guys, reach out to her if you have questions. And yeah, follow nyo na rin siya sa kanyang mga social media accounts. And parang goal ko yan. I think, I don't know what batch. Parang maganda kung like may mga OBMs na like digital nomads and then gawa tayong travel agency. Puro concerts. For fandom.
So
Anyhow, yung
far.
mga ano lang natin, life goals, 'di ba? Pero yeah. Thank you so much everyone for joining us tonight. And yeah, if you have any questions, drop them lang. May nakita kong question kanina sa community on a separate post. So sagutin ko na lang yun on a separate one. But yeah, have a good evening, my loves. Thank you so much, Camille. All the best to you, my dear. And thank you as well, everyone. And have a good evening. God bless.
Thank you,
Bye.
Coach. Thank you.